I attended Eurobike 2022 in Frankfurt recently, and it was a great experience. It's one of the largest, if not the largest, cycling exhibitions in the entire world. There were over 1,500 exhibitors from the industry: bike manufacturers, clothing brands, accessories, tools, bike parts, you name it, and they were there. There were thousands and thousands of visitors just in the last 2 days that I was there. It was a huge eye-opening experience for me because I realized what I already knew in a very tangible way. Cycling is not merely a sport and a hobby, but it's much more than that. I already knew that many people use cycling as a means of transportation, but there is even more than that. The cycling industry is very much alive, and it is going to continue to grow in the coming years. There were dozens and dozens of brands that have been launched in the past few years alone, and they're experiencing exponential growth. I talked to many brand owners who saw new demands in the industry that they filled with their ideas and their products. Their goal isn't to overtake huge and well-known brands, but they're agile in responding to customer feedback and customer needs, and they adapt new technology fast and offer excellent customer service. And besides the new brands, well-established brands also expand their portfolio, and they do a lot of research and development to satisfy customer needs. And customer needs is all it comes back to, because it all starts with the customer, with you and me. My next observation is that the future of electric bikes is very, very bright. Of all the bikes in the exhibition, more than half were electric. Some people say that using an electric bike is cheating, but is it really? They allow people to commute to work without being drenched in sweat. They allow people to haul or carry children or heavy cargo that wouldn't be possible otherwise. They allow people with mobility issues or with knee problems to experience the freedom of riding a bike again. Here in the EU, we have some very strict e-bike regulations, such as e-bike motors aren't allowed to exceed 250 watts in power. E-bikes can only assist the rider in pedaling, but they can't be operated in a throttle-only mode. They can only assist you up to 25 kilometers per hour or 16.5 miles per hour. And even with these regulations in place, the creativity of some brands is just incredible. For example, they use thousands of specialized e-bikes in Germany to deliver not only letters, but packages, and large packages, and not one, not two, but dozens and hundreds at the same time. Some bikes have the capacity to carry more than 300 kilograms or 600 pounds of weight. I know that this is an extreme example, but it goes to show you that where there is a will, there is a way. And with soaring fuel prices and a wish to return to cleaner and more livable cities, the future of electric bicycles is very bright. The next thing that struck me is that bicycles are becoming more and more niche. A bike can no longer be categorized in just a few types. The road bike, mountain bike, hybrid bike, Dutch style and folding bike division just doesn't cover the spectrum anymore. There are bikes for people with mobility issues, tandem bikes for visually impaired people who want to experience the joy of riding again with someone with good eyesight, people with balance issues, families, people looking to carry heavy cargo or large boxes, ultra small folding bikes, small folding bikes for multimodal commutes, you name it, and they have it. If you think to yourself that I'd like to cycle, but, then probably there is a bike for your butt. The next thing that became very clear to me is that good new bikes are never going to be dirt cheap. I had a chance to test ride several bicycles on the grounds, and it is very evident that not all bikes are of equal quality. These were all better than department store bikes, but you can tell the difference between good bikes and excellent bikes. Now, generally speaking, more expensive bikes are better quality as well, with the caveat of the point of diminishing returns. This is the point beyond which you only get marginal gains for the extra money you spend. You can be as frugal as you want to be and purchase an old bike in great condition, but you can be sure that if you buy an old bike that's in an excellent condition now, then it wasn't a cheap bike when it was first bought. And I think that many people have an expectation for bikes to be dirt cheap because it's only supposed to be a toy. And they don't understand why some of them are so expensive. I thought about bikes the same way until a few years ago, but I was able to see them side by side now, and the difference is very evident. Now, you don't need to spend a fortune to get a decent bike, but if you want something that is reliable and is going to last, it's always going to have a price tag. If you're excited about the future of cycling, you can follow me on this channel. Cycling in everyday life has lots of benefits on a personal level, but also on a larger scale, and it happens one person at a time. I made a video about an essential cycling checklist, which is aimed at new bike commuters who have no access to great cycling infrastructure. If you're considering taking up cycling in a city that is primarily designed for cars and not for people and cyclists, I suggest you check out this video here before you get started. See you there.